What's going on, guys? SasDood here. You can just call me Saz. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be looking at my photography photos as well as the camera that I bought. And I'm going to be talking about the photos I took, some of the favorites I have, and I'm going to go over the camera here. So I have here my Nikon D100 along with its camera bag. Now, I bought this off of eBay for $80, I believe, and I have two lenses that go with it. Here, I've got the camera right here. So this is the Nikon D100. $80. It came with the bag. It came with a Nikon strap. It came with the lens cap here, as you can see. It did not come with like a lens, so I had to buy two lenses separately. But this is a really old camera. This camera cost, I think, $2,000 brand new back in 2002. It was like the first pro consumer camera. I think they call it prosumer. And everything is manual. They have like a command dial here. So M is manual, auto. The A is for aperture priority, I believe. S is for shutter priority. And then P is like the pre-programmed stuff. And then you obviously have ISO, white balance, the quality of the photo, so like JPEG, you know, RAW, NEFF, I think it's called, and then you have like the autofocus, I think the brackets. Let me show the back here. Got a tiny LCD screen. The LCD isn't that great, and it's really hard to look at the photos in the light as I was taking them near Veterans Park. But you got the little dial pad here, got the trash button, and then you have the LCD. So let me turn it on. So you see that light there? That light will flash when you take a photo. There you go. So you can see the last photo I took was of a parking lot. You got the brackets up here on the right side. You got the autofocus right there. You have the command dial, so that's for like ISO stuff. So they have an LCD up here, as you can see here. It's at 250 since it's an ISO. So there's a dial up here and a dial back here. So since I have it set to ISO at 250. Oh, oh, professional YouTuber here. You can change the ISO. And when you're in manual, uh, it shows you all that stuff there, right? So that's the shutter speed, I believe. And then since I don't have a lens on there, it just shows F minus minus, but the command strip or the command down the front would be the aperture, right? Got a nice grip to it right here, so you just, it's like Frank West, Dead Rising, like this, or you can fling it off to the side here, back. Pretty cool there. Let's go over my lenses that I bought. I bought two lenses, one from a pawn shop for 40 and one from eBay. Show the one off of eBay first. So I have this. I what's this one called? AF Nikkor 50 millimeter 1:1.8 D. This is a prime lens, right? I don't know if you can see that there. Pretty cool. It's a 50 millimeter prime lens, which means it doesn't like zoom or anything. Manual focus. It's got autofocus, right? You focus it. You play with the ring. It's a little dirty. I might have to clean it. But this is just a 50 millimeter, I believe, lens. I got this for, I think, 70 bucks. It didn't come with the lens cap, but that's all right. I bought that off of eBay. And then I have this AFS Nikkor 18 to 55 millimeter 1:3.8 5-5.6G. This is the DX version, the AFS, so autofocus. It's got VR in it, which means I think it's like vibration something. So you can see on the side here, you can turn it on or off. I don't know what it does. I think it reduces like the shakiness. And then you can set it to autofocus or manual right here. Pretty cool. Came with a lens cap. And boom, there it is. This is a 18 to 55 millimeter. So this is what they call a kit lens, I believe. It like comes. I think it was supposed to come standard with one camera. I forgot which camera it comes standard in, but pretty cool. I'm gonna buy a longer zoom though. I'm thinking like a 120 millimeter or like something somewhere near 200 millimeter or something. Of my next paycheck or something like that. But pretty cool. How you like attach them is so you take this off and move these. We'll get to the camera soon, the photo soon. But there's like this white dot. See that? And then there's a white dot on the camera there. And what you do is you match them up. You hold it by like the base, right? I don't know. It's really hard to show. You'll match up the white dots. So boom, the white dots are matched up. I don't know if you can see that. And then you just twist it to the left. You wait for the click and boom. Camera's ready to shoot. So boom, I just took the photo. Entirely black, mainly because I messed up. It's probably because the aperture. Okay. Probably needs a lower aperture. There we go. Cool. That's pretty cool though. I think I have it set to auto. Okay, it's me. Yeah, boom. Not too bad. So there's the photo of my recording setup right now. But yeah, pretty cool. If you want to remove it, there's a button on the side here. Hold it, twist it off. And always keep the lens cap on there so the mirror inside doesn't get damaged or whatever. But I think it's a pretty cool camera. Everything is manual. There's no... Everything has a setting for it. Which is cool for me. There is the P, which is like pre-programmed modes and stuff like that. When I went to Veterans Park yesterday, I was shooting in manual, and then I was trying to follow like the Sunny 16 rule or something. You set the aperture to f16, I believe it was, and then you set the shutter speed to match it. So like it's like 250 by 1000 or something like that. And so I did a little bit of both yesterday, but normally I just shoot at 250 ISO. You know, whatever. I'm not super knowledgeable on that type of stuff. I at least know like lower the ISO. That's I think when you need. That's like for good light, and then you got to crank it up if it's a low light situation, and that introduces noise. Higher aperture means it closes it lets in less light, and then a more open aperture lets in more light, and it affects like the focus and the depth of field, right? And then you obviously have shutter speed. If you want blurry, I believe you set it more slower, like a lower number, I believe. And if you want it faster, you set it to a higher number. I might be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I've been trying to study a little bit at a time, but I haven't really been hitting the books on photography. I've been just, going out and taking photos. And that's pretty much it for the D100 portion of this video. I want to go look at my photos now. I want to show off my photos. But the camera, I think, is worth it. For $80, it had a little bit of issues when I first bought it. It was throwing a couple of errors, but I really like it. This is Frank West's camera, which is why I mainly bought it. I was looking at the Canon F1 or something. It was Tobey Maguire's camera from Spider-Man 1. And I was looking at that, but I didn't want to do film. I didn't want to go like make a dark room and get like a dark bag or whatever and do film. So I got this one instead. And I really like Dead Rising and Frank West. So I thought it was the perfect choice, But let's go to this right here. I have two folders here. I have one for my photos that I've taken over these past 2 weeks, and I have my favorites. Okay. And let's just show off my photos here. Let me drag it over. A picture of my birds here. This was the very first day I got my lens. So I had my camera for about 3 or 4 days, and then I bought the lens after. I didn't know you needed the lens for the photo here. But let's see here. More pictures of my dad's birds. I like this photo here. Taken in the camera. So I have my monitor on the left, so I'm staring at the left side here. My father's old dartboard. Got his work stuff. Got a bottle of Pepsi. I like doing stuff in portrait mode. Portrait mode is very cool. Where you turn the camera like this. Might need to get like a battery grip though, the vertical grip, because it adds the buns. Cool shooter. And I like this one. This one just, I don't know, something about it. Like the overblown light on the outside, and it's like a shadow from my lamp. That's the lamp I used to light it right over here. Got my Roku remote. I took a picture. I was taking a picture of everything inside. I wasn't going outside yet. My friend playing Clash Royale. Shout out to Jordan Rink. This is outside my window. Got my Oculus box, which I have my TV set up right here, my monitor. I think my clan, Clash Royale. My zero mouse pad, if you notice it when I'm drawing. I like this angle. I like the mouse. Like the whole picture, it's like this one's like kind of in depth, and then it's out of focus up here. This is when I bought the 18 to 55 millimeter zoom. I was testing out the camera inside the store. So this was inside a pawn shop. I was messing. So the same night I got it, I was testing out the zoom and the flash. Picture of my toilet paper. I don't know what I was watching. That's my Etna mouse pad. Got the fabric freshener from Dollar Tree. I like this one. I like the noise this one gave off. The noise on this side of the image. It like an old noir feeling or something like that. More pictures. I was trying to test out like how to make it the blurriness, but I don't know. Maybe I'll test it out more. Like I was messing with the shutter speed. This one's like I'm trying to like make an odd angle. Picture of my warmer. What do you call it? Space heater. I like this picture. This picture is pretty cool. My Dragon Ball 3-in-1. My drawing pencils that I don't use, even though my dad bought them for me. My DVDs. My bookshelf collection. And my guitar. So this is always just, I like these pictures. So this is like what I made my profile picture. It's like overblown. And then I messed with the aperture a little bit. You can see there. I like this picture. That's my Newgrounds profile picture. I don't know which one I like. I think it was this one. And this is like my newer profile picture here. And you can see, well, I guess I should have had this up, but you can see here 50 millimeter, 2.4 aperture, 1/60 of a second, no exposure, no flash. You can see here I took this April 1st. Pretty cool. I was a little bit aura farming here. My boots. I like this picture. Very cool. It's like a Silent Hill picture. Tree outside my apartment. Handicap stuff. I'll go through some of them. I like this. Like both these pictures. I was messing with I think it was the aperture. This one's my favorite. I was outside the McDonald's and I decided to take the picture. F22, 1/10 of a second, D100. It says 42. Oh, I think I was using my zoom lens to that day. And this was yesterday. I went to Veterans Park here and I was taking pictures of all the soldiers. Or like all the not the soldiers, but like the statues and the mem memorations, whatever you call them, memoriams. That was not much here. This is my favorite picture, I think, of the bunch here. I don't know, it looks so weird. 150th of a second. It was also like a weird looking picture. All gave some gave all. If you want to just pause the video and look at them, you can. I was messing with the aperture and I was messing with the ISO that day. You can see, right? It's just a bird. I tried taking, I got a little bit closer and took it, but I need a longer like zoom lens. I need like a 120 millimeter or a did I say that one was a 50? I think it was a 35. I think my prime lens is a 35 millimeter, I believe, not a 50. Let's see, I messed up on that. My lens I bought off eBay was a 35 millimeter, but my zoom lens is 18 to 55. It's 18 to 50. See, that's 18 to 55. Yeah, I was using my zoom lens, so I apologize. I apologize. I like this picture. I accidentally have my thumb or like my index at the top there. More birds. I tried taking a picture. I wanted to get closer to the ducks, but I didn't want them to like attack me or whatever. The ducks at Veterans Park are like they walk the streets and stuff. People like they're used to the people in the cars. So I'll get a longer zoom so I can actually zoom in on them. Throw like another 100, 150 or something on a zoom lens. I like this picture of the bridge. I really like this picture. You can see the stuff. And then that's the last one. I think my favorites out of the bunch are in here. But I pretty much talked about them, so I don't even need to. I'll just back this up to my Google Drive. But yeah. What do I think about photography? My first 2 weeks. At least I think it's my first 2 weeks. Somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be super accurate, but yeah, I started like April 1st. It's April 15th now, so about 2 weeks. I really like the camera. I like how everything is manual. I like that there's pre-programmed stuff, and if you need a little help, it has the aperture priority and the shutter priority, I believe. It's got a setting for everything. The LCD kind of really sucks. Um, Especially in broad daylight, you need like some shade or whatever to see what's going on. So you really don't like you can kind of see the picture, but you're kind of just gonna have to transfer it over to your phone right there on the spot, or wait until you're done shooting, go home and transfer it. And they have a charging thing and a transfer thing here, I believe. I haven't had to charge it yet. It's been like 2 weeks. It's holding a battery pretty well. Um, and then it came with a 8 GB. I thought it only held up to 4, but I guess some up to 8. Like it depends on the brand. I should probably turn it off. Oh, it's already off. But I very much like this camera. It's very heavy. It's like 2-3 pounds. No, 2-3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds. So sometimes arm gets tired and stuff like that. So I've been trying to do like proper photography technique where you kind of do this. I think it's called you tuck in your elbows. Get like a more stabilized shot. But I plan on like going to like a majority of the parks here in Sioux Falls and taking photos and things like that. So that's how I feel about the camera. The camera is very nice. I like the command wheel. I thought it was really, really complicated at first because I've never done photography, but I kind of know how when I'm messing with 3D models, I can mess with the lighting and the camera, right? Do like a fisheye or stuff like that. So I kind of know some of the camera terms and things like that. But for the most part, I've never done photography in my life, just like I've never done drawing in my life, besides, taking a single semester of art class. I was in journalism, but that was writing. That wasn't like taking pictures and stuff like that. They had a whole separate class for that. So I'm having a lot of fun with the camera. I love taking it around everywhere. Uh, when it comes to the actual like photo taking, I plan to drive my car to some parks or take my e-bike out. I gotta charge up my e-bike, pump up the tires, and take it out. But photography is very fun. I have a lot of fun messing with the subjects, getting down low, getting up high, messing with like the focal lengths and things of that nature, and learning, rule of thirds, Sunny 16, and just messing with constant, what do they call the exposure triangle when it comes to photography. I think it's very interesting. And I'm stuck basically doing landscapes and wildlife because I don't really have anyone to model for me, or like any person that I know that wants to have their stuff posted on the internet. So I took more like I took photos of my parents and things like that, but I didn't show them in here. But I'm having a lot of fun with photography, and I think it's a very nice hobby to have alongside drawing. And both of them complement each other very well because as an artist, you need to like, set up the scene, mess with the lighting, mess with the focal lengths. Like, do you want a fisheye? Do you want, way above? Do you want it below? Do you want ant's eye or bird's eye view? Things like that. And you're basically, a photographer when you're an artist, whether you're messing with 3D models or you're drawing from imagination, or you're using like a base and you're drawing off of that and you're making your own characters. So photography and drawing are very similar. Unlike music, I have my guitar over there. I barely play it. That was a waste of my $110. And I have a lot more fun in photography. I don't listen to music much anyway. But other than that, I very much enjoy my hobby of photography, and I plan to keep doing it. Uh, Photos will be posted on my Facebook, and they will be posted here on the community page. Uh, Obviously on my Facebook page. If I put out a community post and I put out on my channel update saying I got a new Facebook page, so a lot of the photos will be, all the photos will be on there, and will be on my community posts here on YouTube. So if you're interested, I'm gonna upload these photos. So I uploaded them to Facebook first, but I'm gonna upload these photos onto my community post after this goes live, or before. I'll probably do it before. We'll see. We'll see. Having a lot of fun. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep messing around. I'm going to research some more lenses. Maybe I'll get like a really wide angle lens, or I'll get like a fisheye lens or things of that nature. So I'm just going to take it slow when it comes to photography. I'm not going to go try hard like I did with drawing, because I've learned my mistakes when it comes to studying and learning new things. And I hope to stick with it for the future and to show off even more photos. And hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you wish to support me, my artwork, and my videos, all my payment and tipping links, as well as my social medias, will be in my profile. More videos, more artwork will come regardless. Goodbye for now, guys.